Raducanu issues update after pulling out of BJK Cup Finals, taking Seoul WC. Raducanu provided a short update ahead of a return to action as the world number 34 happily practiced under the sun and also indicated that she was having a good week of training. Since being annihilated 1-6, 2-6 by Elena Rybakina in the US Open third round on August 29th, Raducanu has made changes to her schedule. Instead of helping Great Britain during next week's BJK Cup Finals, the top-ranked British tennis player decided to instead request a wildcard into the WTA 500 tournament in Seoul. And her wish was granted. Sun in September, shocked emoji. Good week, the British tennis player captioned her post. Raducanu's decision to pull out of the BJK Cup Finals didn't sit well with the LTA representatives. If you can recall, Raducanu debuted for Great Britain when she represented her nation during a qualifying tie against the Czech Republic in 2022 April. After that, the 2021 US Open champion didn't make herself available for quite some time, and she heard it from the local press. Last year, the 22-year-old competed in both the qualifiers and the BJK Cup Finals, and she was heavily praised for that. But after her latest, she again drew some criticism. Of course we are disappointed. However, we believe we have a great team and we're looking forward to competing in Shenzhen, an LTA spokesperson said in a statement when asked about Raducanu's late withdrawal. According to reports, the British tennis player made such a move after speaking with her team and concluding that it was better to focus on practice and individual tournaments instead of team action. I'm just ready to get back on the practice court. I have some time now to work on my game, Raducanu said after her US Open exit. Raducanu is no stranger to high stakes. Since her US Open breakthrough, everyone's watched for her return to top form, and the path has been anything but linear. A mix of injuries, pressure, expectations, lineup changes, coaching shifts, all the things that both define and test a young elite athlete. Following her exit from the US Open, losing to Elena Rybakina in her third round, Raducanu decided to recalibrate. Instead of joining the Great Britain team for the BJK Cup Finals in September, she applied for and accepted a wildcard into the Korea Open in Seoul. It's a choice that immediately raises the tension between representation, playing for your country, and personal goals, ranking, momentum, individual performance. And both sides have weight. Why Seoul over Shenzhen? Here are some of the motivations and constraints that seem to have shaped the decision. Ranking points are real. The BJK Cup, as far as current structure, does not give world ranking points. The Korea Open, a WTA 500, does. For a player like Raducanu, who has had ups and downs and is re-establishing her consistency, collecting ranking points matters. Seedings, draws, matchups, all of these lean heavily on ranking. Momentum and work with her team. After her US Open loss, she commented that she wants to work day by day, build forward momentum, and improve as a more complete player. The Korea Open gives her more control, practicing, match rhythm, playing tournaments rather than being tied into a team event. Also more time with her new coach Francisco Roig is part of the picture. Defending an opportunity. She has points to defend from last year's run in Seoul. Skipping Seoul might risk losing those points, possibly dropping in the rankings. Taking the wildcard protects that, or offers a chance to defend or better her performance. Physical and mental recovery. After a Grand Slam run, often comes fatigue, both body and mind. Skipping the BJK Cup might give her space, more recovery, less pressure, fewer travel constraints, more focus on individual adjustments. Her own words after the US Open suggest she is working on her game, being more complete, enjoying tennis again. The fallout, team tensions, public perception. Of course, such decisions don't happen in a vacuum. British tennis leadership, LTA, expressed disappointment. While there was understanding, pulling out of a major national team event always creates ripples. Public or media reaction is mixed. Some see the decision as pragmatic, sensible. Others view it as a sign of shifting priorities, or even as putting personal over patriotic commitments. The optics are tricky. Teammates may feel the weight. If a star player opts out, it raises both pressure and opportunity for those left behind. Great Britain will need to fill her spot with other players. The update, where she's at now. After pulling out, Raducanu posted an update on her training and mindset. She's practicing under the sun, seemingly refreshed. Sun in September. Good week, she said, captioning an Instagram story. She's had time to work on her game. After the US Open exit, she emphasized doing what she can, building day by day, trying to grow into a more complete player. World ranking around number 34 at the moment. The goal, climb back up, earn seeding protection in major tournaments, avoid early matchups against top players. What it might mean long-term. This choice might have ripple effects beyond Seoul. Seeding at majors and draws. If she can push back into the top 30 to 32, she can avoid facing top seeds early, which helps her chances in Grand Slams. Lower-ranked players often get matched against big names early, which can make deep runs harder. Player identity and priorities. Raducanu seems to be carving out what is most important: consistency, ranking, health, incremental improvement. That may shift how she schedules events, how she values team versus individual representation. Relationship with national team. Repeated absences from BJKC events mean that expectations around her participation may adjust. Great Britain may have to plan for her not always being part of the team. There's a delicate balance. She still clearly cares, but is choosing when and how she competes. Expectations and pressure. With decisions like this, scrutiny increases. Every tournament she plays, or skips, will be seen not just for the match, but for what it signals. But with that comes control. She's actively shaping her career, rather than being reactive. A narrative, Emma September moment. Let's imagine what it's like inside her head during this juncture. She flies back from New York, carrying disappointment but also clarity. The US Open loss stung. Not just losing, but feeling something missing: rhythm, consistency, perhaps a gap in preparation. The BJK Cup Finals approach. She's been announced, maybe even penciled in. But those tournaments don't give her ranking points. They ask for commitment, travel, emotional investment. And just now, individually, she needs upward motion, ranking, confidence, match sharpness. Her body wants rest. Her team wants to rebuild. She wants to reclaim that predictability. Entering a tournament, knowing she's practicing, knowing the draw won't beat her before she plays it. She and her coach discuss it together, weighing pros and cons. Finally, they decide. Skip the BJKC. Take the wildcard for Seoul. Seoul arrives. The city, the court, the opportunity. She steps onto practice courts. Sunshine. Perhaps stretching more easily. Hitting ground strokes with less pressure weighing. She posts a visual. Bright sky. Racket. Sweat. Breathing. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.